Hey everybody, we are outside of the shop today. We are at a trade show, and I want to show you our trade show booth that we made with MakerPipe. Maybe if you have to create a trade show or you're going to some sort of market or fair, you might be able to use MakerPipe too to do your booth and display your brand. So I just want to show you a few details of how you might be able to make that happen. And we're here at the Do It Best True Value Fall Show. It's a retail trade show where independent hardware stores are going to start carrying MakerPipe in their stores. We partnered with a few that we'll put on the screen, and we're really excited that you'll be able to go and shop for MakerPipe at these local stores all around the country, and possibly get it through the Do It Best website that'll ship to stores. So if your local Do It Best or True Value doesn't have it yet, ask them for it. Let them know that you like MakerPipe and you use it, and maybe they will in the future. But it's something we're really excited about. But yeah, that's the reason why we're here. But take a look at our booth. We've got a 10 by 10 space that it's a corner. So it allowed us to really customize our booth to that space and get something custom. And one of the challenges is when you have we went up high, we had 10-foot high sections. And one of the challenges is then you're transporting long 10-foot sticks of conduit. So one of the hacks that we used was we used the coupling to break those up into 5-foot lengths so that you could flat pack it a lot easier and break it down and transport it without too much trouble. So use the coupling in the middle, and it really ended up being pretty rigid. Another thing we did was we had some banners printed, just zip tied, and our brand is kind of utility, so zip tying the banners in the frame, that works for us. And that was a good way to display everything. We also used the TV, which I'll show real quick how we did that. We featured this hack a few times, but used T connectors, and these are grabbing onto a small stub piece of conduit where we used threaded inserts and attached it right to the mount. So if you're including a TV or some sort of display, that might be a good way to do it. Another one that really, I think, made the booth nice was we used these small little LEDs, plugged them in, spotlights. We've got a half dozen of them all around the booth because the lighting's not always great at these events. So using those was a good way to add some more attention to the booth. And it turned out great that we were actually able to customize it exactly to the space and show off MakerPipe a little bit better with a custom booth. I mean, what else would we make it out of, right? Another thing that was really important was making sure that the booth showcased kind of the strength of MakerPipe and that it wasn't, wobbly or anything like that. If you've got anything overhead or you've got a big booth, using these wires is a really great hack. We featured this before, but this is braided steel wire, and what it does is it puts the whole booth under tension. We've got a crisscross brace here, and we use the adjustable angle puzzle piece right there, half of the adjustable angle connector. Took a turnbuckle, hooked it into the bolt, and I'm really surprised because the bolt didn't bend hardly at all. And you don't need a whole lot of tension too. Like, it's strong, and you just need a little bit of tension to hold all the frame together. And then this way with these hardware items, create a loop and you can customize it too. But you create a loop, turnbuckle grabs onto that, and on the other end we have an S hook just going into the end of the conduit that hooks up into the corner. And that way we did a bracing on each side, and that really shores up the whole build. And you can see in front, you can see where we did that as well, because it was wobbling a little bit this way, and we created an X, and that shored it up pretty good. But yeah, if you've got a brand, if you've got a show coming up and want to do a easily customized booth to your brand and also want it to pack flat, this might be a good option. And what I recommend to make it easy to assemble and disassemble is leave the vertical connectors, or leave the connectors on the vertical just a couple turns, and then the connector will stay in place and you'll be able to take out the horizontal pipes. And that allows you to keep your design together. So when you get to the show, all you got to do is put in the horizontal pipes, tighten the bolts a little bit, and it's easy in and out to break down and set up. But yeah, just some tips. Thought it might be helpful if you're going to use Maker Pipe for your trade show booth or market booth. But we're really excited to partner with the stores that we met during this show. You'll be able to find Maker Pipe all across the country at some independent hardware stores and really good people. So if you need Maker Pipe, go support them. We're going to put that on screen so you can check those stores out. And if your local store doesn't have it, do it Best or True Value. Ask them about it, tell them about it. We'd really appreciate that. Thanks everybody. We'll see you in the next one.